It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Michigan's offense will get the first swing of the game. Last time these two met, Ohio State didn't just fight that team across the field. They pretty much knocked them out, stomping Michigan.
Yeah, it was a heavyweight knockout, too. They were throwing haymakers right from the opening bell. We know that Ohio State recruits at such a high caliber, and they're consistent.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they still got it at the 31. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Might as well stick with him. Got the first down and more. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric rod has him set up. The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. And I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
Hang on, Swoopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Wolverines will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to...
There he goes! Gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels. He's finally out of bounds. He's piled up 87 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Hand off from the gun. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, a great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Wants to go up top. Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. It's complete on the right side. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll ride the hot hand. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Plucks it out of the air. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the...
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Got room on the return. He's at the 30, the 10, and he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as To the air, it's Morton. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. Got his man in the middle. Breaks into the open. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. And it's another 1st and 10 play. The run from the shotgun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, running back gets the give. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the back. Got the 1st down and more. He's brought down the wall of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Buckeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Give to the running back. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. He splits the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Browning. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now, it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Just a short pass to the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. On the move, it's Browning. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The horseshoe is blocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Makes the grab, turning it on. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, we'll take that throw all day.
Here comes the heat. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Browning. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone.
I like quarterback being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. It's now a 1-possession game, 16-10.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pocket breaking down. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Got a man. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Throwing right. Hauls it in. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He makes the grab. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun first half to boot.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Working that left side now. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Catch in the middle, it's Lincoln. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And back to the air on 2nd down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Looking to throw, it's Morton. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
When linebackers blitz, not only do they have to be able to beat offensive linemen, but they're going to have to beat running backs and tight ends. You've got to have moves in your repertoire, and that linebacker showed that there.
There he goes. And he passes, and he gets it to the 45. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up to them.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. Nice move there. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And the Buckeyes have pushed it inside the 20. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Quick step and go. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the boot, looking for his man. Grabbed behind the line, it's Lakin. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Hang on, Sloopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Morton. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. Oh, he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
Oh, just didn't have enough leg. It looked like he had the accuracy. It looked like it was going right between the uprights, just not enough power on the kick. And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He's got him. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Trying to keep the drive alive. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Hand off from the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Dropping back, it's Morton. He'll try to do it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out quickly. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Gonna look downfield again. There's the pressure. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. And the Buckeyes are in the red zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Moving out of the pocket. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Firing to the right, complete. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Using his legs, it's Browning. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Lincoln. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for him.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. There's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Gives it on the option. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. So here comes the Michigan offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
Balls it in. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Looking for more room. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
To throw, it's Morton. It's complete. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Defense.
They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Throws for the tight end. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
A full dive to haul that one in. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. Chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. To the air, it's Morton. Looking to get it in. Touchdown Buckeyes! And the beatdown has ensued.
Some would say run the clock, some would say I don't need to add points, but here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.